Welcome to CivilPrep. This is a RePrep session, okay, which is basically for live evaluation and mentorship. Okay, so today we have Vishal with us, okay, who have sent answers from the urban geography, settlement basically, and from another question is from
Demographics,
okay,
population.
population and demographic transition model, basically for uneven economic development. So we'll be looking at both these
Yeah.
questions from the geographical perspective. So let's start the session. So Vishal, I will be specifying that this is a PYQ question.
No, this is not a PYQ question.
Okay, so let's start the question. So the satellite towns have the potential for polycentric urban expansion. So this is first question. So we are starting here with satellite towns are smaller urban settlement developed around a major metropolitan area. Okay, so this is a good intro along with the definition. Okay, so this is a good intro with the definition here. So we will see here that the polycentric urban structure are special type of structures where multiple urban nodes coexist and function in an interconnected manner. Okay, so this is a good part. Satellite towns as potential for polycentric urban expansion. So balanced regional development, decentralization of population and economic activity, reduces congestion of core city, fostering holistic development. Okay. For example, Navi Mumbai mitigates over concentration of Mumbai. Okay, this is a good one. Sustainable urbanization. Satellite towns reduces urban sprawl and harmonizes environment hazard mitigation along with growth through Miyawaki method or social forestry. Okay, so this is for the sustainable with respect to environment. Enhanced transportation and connectivity, integration of satellite towns to transport corridors, expressway and railway connectivity strengthens economic exchange and interaction. Okay, this is a good point. So Delhi NCR, we have Gurgaon, Faridabad, Noida, and Ghaziabad. So this is a good example. Okay, so here we have basically the various nodes. Okay, so basically Delhi is one of the example of multi-nuclear development. Okay, along with the multi-nuclear development, we have various suburban areas. Okay, so these are the various suburban areas. So better waste management options. Just give me 1 second. Hello. I'm sorry, Vishal, there was an urgent call. Okay, so I have to take it.
Yes or no?
Okay.
Yes.
Let's come back here again. So here we have satellite towns. Better waste management options we have, since not overpopulated, provide ample options for waste disposal, recycling, and reuse. As per PM Moody's call, live for environment. Okay, this is a good example. Then here we have the challenges for satellite towns of polycentric urban expansion. So many satellite towns act as dormitories instead of independent economic hubs, where people rest and commute to work in bigger cities. Okay. So Faridabad and Ghaziabad are residential extensions of Delhi. Okay. Unequal development of satellite towns due to uneven distribution of infrastructure and resources. Okay. Over 60% of satellite towns in India lack adequate transport facilities. Okay. Uneven population growth stages as well as stages for economic growth in closely situated satellite town. Okay. If satellite town A is going through stage 3 and satellite B is going through stage 4 in demographic transition theory, their interdependence is unlikely. Okay. Different municipalities or governance institutions may not have proper coordination, leading to disjoint development. Okay, this is a very important point you have written here. So satellite towns carry immense potential for polycentric urban expansion, but their success depends upon integrated planning, equitable infra development, and functional independence are emphasized in multiple nuclear model. Okay, this is a good conclusion.
Sir, can I have ask questions right now or after you read all the answers?
Yeah, actually, I will be providing you certain points here, okay, for making it more optional perspective, then we can have a discussion.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now,
Because
starting,
I felt like I've written like GS type. I could not recall what authors, what geographers to quote, etc. Here I
yeah,
could not find any.
okay, no
That is
worries.
an issue.
No worries, I'll be providing you every geographer, okay? Not one or
Yeah.
two, but I'll provide you everyone. So what we will see here that we can provide here the satellite bound model. So here we are looking at when we have a polycentric development. Okay, for example, you have provided the example of Delhi. So here we have multiple nodes, as I have talked about earlier. Okay, so there will be presence of
Yeah.
multiple nodes, which will be present here. For example, this is Delhi. So this is Gurgaon. This is Noida. This is Ghaziabad. And this might be any other, for example, Faridabad or etc. or the Meerut site. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the multi-nuclear we can say that polycentric urban expansion here. Now, when we look at the various models and theories, which we need to actually apply here, so we have Cristallo's central place theory. So
CPT
under,
actually I could not remember during that time.
okay, not an issue, not an issue. So here what we
Yeah.
see that the prediction of the hierarchical urban settlement. Okay, so this is basically arranged around the center place. So for example, here we have Delhi as the central place and we have the nodes which are present around it. Okay, so we can add this up here. So we will see that the satellite towns, they will be acting as a low order central places. Okay, they are also acting as a part of central place, but they are acting as a low order central places here. Now, the second point which we need to add here, that is the growth pool, which is basically provided by Parox. Okay, so what he is saying that here the satellite towns, they are basically acting as a secondary growth pole. Okay, and the primary growth pole is the urban center, for example, Delhi or Mumbai or any city we can take here. Therefore, this will also act as a part of a regional development.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3 here we'll be seeing that we have a multiple nuclei model. So multiple nuclei model, it is provided by Harris and Ullman. So under the Harris and Ullman, what we will see that they have provided that the cities will develop several independent nuclei. Okay, and there will be multiple CBD, that is Central Business District, instead of single. Okay, so here we see that the satellite towns, they will be acting as a peripheral nuclei or peripheral CBD. Okay, so this we can look up here from the multiple nuclei model. Okay, so apart from this, we also have another model here, that is urban realm model. So under this urban realm model, we'll be saying that there is a separate structure. Okay, separate structure like we have economic, social, and political. And this can be addressed with the help of David Harvey with respect to the presence of various different structures. So this will be also linked along with the development which is taking place in the satellite town. For example, certain satellite town, they will be having the migration from a single state, okay, and they will be having certain kind of social status. They will be having certain kind of, we can say, the linguistic part, okay. So this is seen in the various regions, okay. So here this will think it will be also addressed where the economic similarity, social similarity, political similarity, and also we can say that the cultural similarity is also seen here. Okay, so these we see that it is quite important in this part here. Okay, now what example which we have given here, that is from the Indian perspective, we can also take the global perspective here, like certain global example. For example, we have Chicago City, which is undergoing same kind of condition. We have England, which also underwent the similar kind of condition here. Okay, we have Rotterdam, we have Hague, then we have Amsterdam. So all these cities, they are having multiple nuclear model. So you can take name of anyone. Anyone, and you can explain that how it is moving polycentric in this particular condition or situation. So what we will see here that basically we have touched the areas which we needed actually. For example, from the transportation perspective, sustainable urbanization, balanced regional development. Okay, then challenges also we have seen, that is
people use it as residential purposes. They live in the satellite towns and they work in the major centers. Like they live in Ghaziabad and
okay, Vishal. So there was a power cut because of which the session got discontinued. So shall we continue back?
Yes, sir.
Let's continue back. So here we can see that we have covered the various challenges also with respect to dormitories instead of independent economic hubs where people rest and commute to work in the cities. Okay. Then unequal development of satellite town. Very good. Uneven population growth. Okay. A satellite town. Okay. We can add here with respect to certain aspect of migration also. Okay. Then we have different municipalities. Okay. With respect to governance and administration. Okay, so this is one of the issue. Then we will see that the satellite towns, they are majorly developing as urban sprawl, or we can say that they are developing as uh, the slums also. So this is also one of the issue. Okay. Then other issues we can highlight here with respect to facilities like electricity, water, roads, then sewage lines. Then we can have here health sector. So these things also we can highlight here with under the challenges part, because these are actually challenges, challenge in the various regions, or we can say the satellite towns of either New Delhi or Mumbai or the any region of the world. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So this is we can say here we can add this aspects here, and we can take this part. We can take here this aspect part. Okay. Mummy bahar. Okay, so these are certain aspects which we can see, which we can add up here with respect to satellite town for polycentric urbanization expansion. Okay.
Yeah, sir, I have just one question.
Hmm.
I've used the demographic transition theory in the
Hmm.
challenges part, third point.
Okay.
So, could I have done it any better? Like I have just given satellite A is stage three, and stage four. I've not written properly, I feel. Uh, could I have modified it to something better? Yeah, this point. Point three. If satellite town A.
Okay. This point is also okay. Like we are talking about the uneven population growth. Okay. So what we are looking at the uneven population growth and the economic aspect. So this is quite interlinked, but you can also add up here the part of the Rostov model. Okay.
Mhm.
So under the Rostov model, you can interlink the population and the stage of economic growth of that city. Okay, either it can
Yeah.
be the takeoff stage or in the pre-takeoff stage, or it can be under the age of mass consumption. Okay, so it can be under any stage. For example, cities like New Delhi Sport, it is under the age of mass consumption. If you look at the satellite town like Noida, so Noida in the contemporary time, it has become a stage of mass consumption. But if we look at the Ghaziabad, so there is certain regions which is under the takeoff stage. Okay.
Takeoff stage. Yeah.
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 So we can give
Like
examples like that here. Like
yeah, I could
it
not
will,
find any real life example there. That's why I wrote like this.
yeah, not
And
an issue, not an issue. Okay. So we can
yeah,
also interlink them here likewise. Okay. So like Gurgaon, it is
yeah,
under the stage 5. Okay. It is also under the, we can say, the demography also, it is quite very good. But Gurugram, if we will look at, it is the interior part of Gurgaon. So it is under the takeoff stage in the contemporary time.
yeah.
Okay. So these perspectives and models we can add in the answer. to increase the relevancy of the answer and to make it more geography optional oriented.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I can see here that with the answer which we have written here, I'll be giving you 6 out of 15. But if you add all these points and parts here, so you can get here around 8 out of 15 to 8.5 out of 15. So this can be the
Yeah,
score we
actually,
have written here. Hmm.
it also took me like 20 minutes to write. I think it will writing will get faster with practice, I think.
Yeah, it will get faster. See, I'll tell you my example.
Yeah.
When I started writing answers, it took me almost 3.5 to 4 months to complete a 20 question paper in 3 hours. So it took me around 3.5 months. Okay, so that was a very long time period for me. And I was so much, when I wrote my first answer, I was able to not complete even 10 answers within a span of 3 hours. So I was very frustrated at time, and I started writing answers like anything. I used to write answers daily. So that was one thing which I have also experienced. Yes, it is a bit frustrating, but yes, we achieve it. We can achieve it on a with the daily practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So any question or doubts you want to ask in this question?
As of now, I have resolved all the doubts, I think.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So let's move to the next question then.
yeah, just one question. Like 4 points are enough, or do I need to add more points? Four for 8 points I've added. Do I need
Uh,
to add more points? Maybe shorten the paragraphs or something.
no, what you have written, it is okay. It is good. But we need to add here this perspective within the answers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
it doesn't matter that
Yeah,
you're writing 4 points or 5 points or 6 points. It is not a very big question. It is like, are you covering the overall aspects here? Or it is just that the answer is incomplete or the perspective and models are incomplete. So we need to look at those aspects here. Okay.
okay. Yeah. These
Okay.
models I've read. Urban Real model, I've been listening for the very first time by David Harvey. I've read about David Harvey, but Urban Real model, I need to look up. What is it?
Yeah, you can look it up here. Actually, what is happening within the urban structure, we have various type of the structuralism aspect here. So this structuralism, it is related with the urban realm. That how this urban realm is being forming. That there is differentiation. For example, we can say the ghettoization. Ghettoization of cities. That is the formation of gate systems within a colony. Okay, so that the outside
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
So this is resulting into the unequal situation in that part. So this
yeah,
urban realm, it is explaining what is been happening at the larger picture or the larger special areas.
yeah.
Okay.
Sir, would you recommend any book regarding models and theories? I've been using Siddhartha, K. Siddhartha and S. Mukherjee only.
Okay, that is a good book. See, what is here that if you look at any book, for example, I have seen Majid Hussain sir's book. I have seen various notes. So I felt that almost same thing is provided there. I have seen IGNOU material also. So almost same thing is provided. But what I did here, I took a basic understanding from those models and I linked them with the contemporary examples which are taking place in the contemporary time. And I went through the various
Yeah,
papers that is being published in the geographical perception. So there I got the various developments, various knowledge that how the geography is being seen in the contemporary time with respect to either urbanization or population development or economic development and what model series are being seen here, what are the new terms which are introduced. So I'm reusing those in the answer writing part here.
yeah. No, just because I've not read about urban rail model, that's why I asked if I can find these new concepts somewhere.
Okay, so don't just go for the reading part, because what we see here, see, I have provided you because I knew this one, but this is just a single
Yeah, yeah.
model or part. If you include it, if you not include it, it will just make a very minute difference. But yes, if we have,
Okay.
for example, if we go for searching them, so it will consume a lot of time of yours. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
if you have a very large time scale that I have taken just 1 year or 1.5 year for preparing all my UPSC aspects, so then I will recommend you to go for the papers and everything. If not, then you can come to us directly. So while explaining concepts, while explaining case studies, we can go for using such kind of terms and modules here. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Because it is
Yeah.
not something where we can, because it takes actually a lot of time. So we do not have a
Yeah.
lot of time to go for such things in the contemporary time, because we have a lot of things to work here. Okay, if we work in those aspects
Yes,
only,
sir.
so more than enough for us.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so shall we go for the next question?